Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Jasmine the Buffet Witch, but you already knew that. Come in, have a seat. Today we are playing with some Glamlite makeup and I'm super excited about these palettes. I literally have been stalking this website and going back and forth about whether or not I want to make another purchase, but I have held off and I decided let's just play with what we have. I did have the Glamlite Hershey's collection. I picked them up from Dion's Macari store. I loved them. I did really like them. Unfortunately, the color schemes, given the fact that I have all of these 42 pan Beauty Bay palettes, they just didn't hold their own within my collection. So I gifted them to my sister who does not have the 42 pan Beauty Bay palettes. So now she has those beautiful ranges, the blue, the purple, the two nudie brown types, the pink one. So she has those to play with. And I still have the same type of shades in the Beauty Bay palettes. But Glamlite comes out with some really beautiful palettes. I kind of wish that they would do something that like is specific to them, you know, like a Glamlite palette. But she really loves a theme and she loves a franchise, okay? So I picked up 5 palettes from Glamlite and it didn't even cost me more than $60 and I picked up 5. So let's talk about them. I did take this one out of its box because I think it's the one I'm going to use. So let me just real quick like take these out of the packaging because look, for some reason I cannot open things. I just damaged the box. I'm trying to find something that I can, perfect. Yeah. The packaging is very beautiful. Some of these come in really nice boxes and I want to keep them, but I don't typically like to keep packaging, so we're not going to, okay? So let me just take these out real quick, slack, and then I will show them to you and then we can decide which palette we are going to use. I'm starting with a full face of makeup. I am using up the last bits of my KVD Good Apple foundation. I'm gonna have a review on that when I am done with it, but it is really good for face play. The highlight blush combo is actually my Nikki K cheek palette, looking gorgeous, absolutely juicelicious. The brows, I don't know if you can tell the difference. We've got slightly double ombre. So the tail of this one is a midnight blue and we're using reddish brown in the front parts of the brow and then this brow is black. I don't know if you can tell, but I've been really liking this more subtle duo brow. Let me know if you guys noticed that or not. It's becoming my signature, or I'm trying to make it a signature, okay? But anyways, Glamlite. So I picked up the Kiss palette. I actually went to see Kiss. They had a going away or like last tour in Milwaukee last year. Was it last year? Maybe the year before, I can't remember. But we went, it was great. My husband was the demon. I painted his face. I was the star child, so I just made a star and red lips because I was not about to have white makeup all over my face. No. But yeah, so I did get to see Kiss. It was a good time. And so with this palette, it was just a given. I had to get it. It's beautiful. It does come in this beautiful box and the colors are gorgeous. I didn't so much swatch this as I played with it on my little eye tool and it's just a gorgeous palette. I love the color scheme. I'm super excited to use this. I cannot wait. I also picked up the Fresh Prince palette. I've actually never watched the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. My wife loves it. She loved, well, yeah, I think it's fair to say she loved the Fresh Prince. She tried to get me to watch it. I just don't be watching things, okay? P.S. for those of you who care or have inquired, I know someone asked me. When I say wife, I mean my best friend, but it's kind of like an insult to call us best friends because this is my golden girl. She's my wife. So, but this is a beautiful palette. Had to get it. At first I was like, maybe I shouldn't have got that one because I have a lot of rainbow palettes. I have a lot of bright colors, but I'm actually quite excited to use this. Beautiful color scheme. Cannot wait to dip my face in that. But this one is so beautiful. The Ghost Face palette. Now, I personally am not really into the horror movies per se. I can watch them. They're not my favorites. I don't know that I've watched the whole thing of Scream. I know loosely what happens. I just don't care. I don't like the idea of people being stabbed. So just thinking about me, oh, you know. So not really into that. But it's a really pretty palette. And look at this color story. Oh my God. This color story is so beautiful. Lots of red in the current Glamlite palettes that are available, but this is so pretty. I cannot wait. Oh my God, I can't wait. And it's got a lot of, ooh, geez, Got a lot of silver, which you know, gray, silver. Yes, okay. We also have the Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger. Again, I don't think I've ever watched a full movie. I know loosely what's going on, but I don't know much about it. I'm just not interested, but beautiful palette. Cannot wait. Very grungy, very swampy, very yes, you know. Very excited to use this. Really cannot wait to play with these shimmers. This shimmer here was making me think of my depotted shimmers from my Juvia's Place Garden of Juvia's and Candy Shop palette. There are two yellows from both of those palettes that look very, very similar to this. It made me want to do like a swatch party or whatever. So super, super excited to use that. And then lastly, we have the Friday the 13th. And this one also absolutely stunning. Lovely, 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 lovely. So out of these palettes, I think the one I want to play with first is going to be the Ghostface because it's just so pretty. It's so pretty. So we are going to use Ghostface and then we will use the other ones at a different time, okay? So the eyes are already prepped with what? Juvia's Place Eye Prep Eye Prime Shade 2, okay? We're gonna go ahead and get started with a crease color. Now we've got this gorgeous color scheme to choose from, and look at this. We've got two blacks. Now, honestly, this one is like a super dark neutral black and brown. I love that for me, I really do. And then we've got that gorgeous black. I'm loving these two tones of brown. These reds are gorgeous and saturated. We've got a gorgeous gray there. So let's do something fun, dark, deep, saturated. That's what I like, okay? So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to start with a transition shade. I think the fairest thing to do is to use this one here. This is the color Scary Movie and Chill. And she's going to go right in our transition area, okay? Right up here, quite high. I have a habit of not making it high enough. And then once I get my other colors on, I got to add more. So we're going to put her quite high, almost touching the arch of the brow. She's very close to the Juvia's Place Prep color, so we're not seeing a ton of color, but that's not super necessary. We don't really need to. She's just there for a little foundation, okay? Lovely. Moving on, we'll do one eye and then I'll come back with the rest of it, okay? Moving on, I don't know, do we just stick with black and just go in for it, or do we do with this here, red? I think we're just gonna go in black because that's what I do, okay? So we're gonna go into that one. That color is called Spooked, okay? And I'm not spooked by a deep dark brown or deep black and black. Jesus, spooked with words apparently. But yes, we're just gonna pop that black in there. You know the drill. You know the drill. We are not afraid of a dark black outer V over here at the buffet. No, we are not, okay? We are not going to swing that on the lower lash line like we typically do. We're going to keep it just like that. I'm going to go back in with that first shade on a different brush and just blend out the top of that there, okay? Nice and diffused, but we want it nice and dark. I don't want to let it get too out of hand. Don't want it to travel too far. But we do want her sitting and sitting right, okay? Okay. All right, beautiful. Right next to her, we're gonna go in with that red because I can't help myself, okay? I just can't. But should we do the bright red or the deep red? We're gonna do the deep red, okay? Because we might play with that red shimmer, but this is very pretty, okay? But I've been playing with a lot of shades that look like blue-brown pigment, and that's kind of giving me that color that's called Final Girl. So anyways, we're gonna go in with Chilled Night, which is this deep red burgundy shade, and we're gonna stamp her right next to that black, okay? We also don't want her to come in too far because we want space for our shimmy shims. Glamlite has a really nice formula. I do enjoy their matte formula. I do really enjoy their shimmer formula as well. I don't have any notes, no notes on the two. Really great formula, really great colors, saturated, deep, easy to blend, everything I like in a eyeshadow. So I will say that Glamlite has a really nice formula. Okay, I like that. Pretty, 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 pretty. So now let's actually take a little bit of the bright red shade, which is called Ghostface Returns, and we're gonna pop her on the edge of the darker red and up into this area, okay? But I'm just gonna take a little bit. We're not gonna go in too crazy right away. So we're gonna start right over here, kind of at the top of the shade, like right there. And we're gonna bring her in here. Not a ton, not super saturated, because we want that to stay a little bit light because we're gonna be adding some shimmies. Okay, but we just want a little bit of something up there to kind of meet with our transition shade. There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna take a more like C-shaped brush and we're gonna get into these shimmies, okay? I think we are going to play with, let's use Bloody, which is gonna be this one, and then we're gonna use Ghostface, which is gonna be this one, okay? You know what? I think we should do 2 eye looks. Let's do that, okay? So let's go in. I rarely do that. I don't like to do that. I like to be able to take a photo. Ooh, yes, ma'am. I like to be able to take a photo and have it look, you know, put together. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Yes. Okay. Loving that. And I'm gonna just flip my brush over and go into Ghostface. That's really pretty. Flip it over, a little bit more of that red. Okay, on the lower lash line, we are going to take the deeper brown. I'm gonna take this deeper brown here called Radial Silent. We're gonna smudge that on the outer portion of the lower lash line. And I'm actually going to take the gray shade, which is called Black Robe, and that's going to go on the inner portion of the lower lash line. Need a different brush. And actually, I'm gonna go in with that red Chilled Night, and that's gonna go on the lower, or the outer feet. There we go, yeah, I like that better. Okay, so now I just wanna go in and I wanna kind of soften the edge of that black there. Very pretty. And like I said, guys, I usually like to be able to have just one look. So let me do this real quick, and maybe if I'm feeling froggy, we'll wash it off after photos and we'll do another one. Let's see. Okay, we are done, and I love this eye. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. We're gonna have so much fun with these palettes. Me, you. Do you have them? Do you like them? Do you use Glamlite palettes? Are you interested in Glamlite palettes? Do you speak English? Can you speak English? Apparently I can't, and I don't. But yes, super excited. This is a beautiful palette. beautiful looks. The formula, like I said, the mattes are very easy to blend. They're very saturated, very smooth. The shimmers are absolutely gorgeous and shiny and just everything that you want in a shim, okay? I cannot complain. The packaging, the campiness. Is it camp? I don't really know how to use that word properly, but the execution of these palettes, absolutely gorgeous. Now again, I'm not a huge fan of like Ghostface franchise, Scream, and all them things, but I can overlook that because this is a gorgeous palette. Sorry, I got cut off. Okay, yes, the color scheme is just right up the alley of things that I like. I am obsessed now with just dark smoky eyes. Like, I want it dark, as dark as I can get it. I want a black, I want to smoke it out, I want it to be impactful and in your face, and that's just the way it has been since I started my Rebel Gray series, did that little spotlight, and now I'm addicted to the outer V's, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will be doing more. I don't think I'm gonna do a playlist per se. I might eventually, but you will be seeing these palettes very, very soon. Until then, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I want to do a few more videos before little bear wakes up from his nap. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Until then, take good care of yourself, drink some waters, and I will talk to you soon.